Imagine sitting in a room, thinking no one is watching, no one is listening. Yet, somewhere, someone is carefully taking notes on your every word, every joke you made months ago, every secret you thought was safe. They are planning, strategizing, waiting for the perfect moment to use your own words against you. You might think, it's just a conversation. People forget what I say. That is the deadliest delusion of modern life. Machiavelli spent his life studying power, betrayal, and human weakness. And his first, most shocking lesson was this: your mouth is your most dangerous enemy. It doesn't just reveal who you are. It exposes your weaknesses, your fears, your strategies, and hands them directly to those who would destroy you. Think about it. Every empire in history that fell, every brilliant career that crumbled, every friendship that died prematurely, all were casualties of words spoken at the wrong time. Words are not harmless. Words are weapons. In this first part, we begin with the ultimate truth. You are constantly giving away pieces of your power without realizing it. Even casual conversation, the little slip of the tongue, the joke you thought was harmless, all of it can be mined by someone with patience, intelligence, and a little malice. The core danger. Your words create a permanent record of your character. The moment you speak without strategy, your mouth becomes an executioner. And in the modern world, where everything can be recorded, shared, and remembered, this danger is magnified 1,000-fold. The lesson for you. Before you speak, pause. Ask yourself, who might be listening? How could this be interpreted or misused? Will this strengthen me or weaken me? Machiavelli's advice is brutal but clear. Those who control their words control their destiny. Those who don't become victims of their own voice. And here's the affirmation to start rewiring your mind right now. I speak only to win. My words build my empire, not my downfall. In the next part, we'll dive into the first trap where your mouth betrays you under emotional fire, and why even a moment of anger can give enemies everything they need. Anger feels righteous, doesn't it? It burns like fire, sharp and satisfying. You believe that when you explode, you're revealing the truth, defending yourself, standing your ground. But here's the hidden danger. Anger is the ultimate truth serum. Every grievance you've suppressed, every secret resentment, every dark thought carefully buried, they pour out the moment fury takes control. And the person witnessing it? They are not your enemy in that moment. They are your interrogator, collecting intelligence about your deepest fears, weaknesses, and vulnerabilities. Your rage doesn't just reveal what you think, it reveals who you truly are. And once someone knows the buttons that make you explode, they own you. They can trigger your fury again and again, using it like a remote control to manipulate your words, your decisions, even your reputation. But anger isn't the only trap. Pressure is an equally merciless betrayer. Deadlines approach, expectations rise, and the civilized mask slips. Stress forces people to confess things they would never admit in calm moments. Failures, insecurities, and shortcomings. You might think you're seeking help or connection, but in reality, you are handing over ammunition to those who understand human psychology. These moments, anger and pressure, are deceptively normal. They happen to everyone, every day. But while you're focused on venting or relieving stress, others are watching, recording, and cataloging your vulnerabilities. Machiavelli warned that the wise must master themselves first. Those who cannot control their emotions cannot control anything else of value. The power shift. When your mouth betrays you in rage or stress, you don't just weaken yourself. You hand over strategic information to anyone patient enough to exploit it. Every angry word and every stressed confession becomes part of a permanent record, a dossier that can be weaponized at any moment. The lesson for you. Feel your anger, but process it privately. Respond strategically, not impulsively. When under pressure, pause, plan, and protect your words. Never assume your confidences are safe. Remember, today's emotional explosion becomes tomorrow's ammunition for others. Drop this affirmation in the comments now and let it sink in. My anger serves me. My stress builds my strength. I control my words before they control me. In the next part, we'll explore the traps of oversharing success, alcohol, and sympathy, where your desire to connect or impress can unknowingly give enemies all the leverage they need. Success feels intoxicating. That first victory, that breakthrough moment, your ego whispers. Let them see how brilliant you are. Let them know your strategy. And here lies the danger, the victory parade. Every explanation of your achievements, every detail you reveal about your strategy is a roadmap for your competition. The applause you crave isn't always admiration. It's intelligence gathering. Those watching aren't celebrating your success. They are reverse engineering it. Every word you speak can transform your triumph into a blueprint for your replacement. Even the most brilliant minds fall into this trap because it feels human to seek validation. But Machiavelli's warning rings true. A wise ruler ought never to keep faith when by doing so it would be against his interests. Your loyalty should always be to your future victories, not to the applause of today. The danger of liquid confessions. Now, imagine the same scenario, but add alcohol to the mix. Alcohol doesn't create new thoughts. It removes the barriers that hide them. Every drink weakens your mental security system. Suddenly, what you've carefully protected for months spills out in a single evening. Your personal struggles, business weaknesses, hidden fears, all become material for those who know how to listen. The drunk confessions you think are harmless are becoming intelligence assets for anyone patient enough to stay sober. That casual story about your relationships, that admission of workplace uncertainty becomes evidence, forever recorded in someone else's mind, ready to be used against you. The sympathy trap. And then there's the most subtle and most dangerous trap of all, manipulated sympathy. Some people don't attack directly. They craft a story of vulnerability, making you feel needed, making you feel like their ally, their protector. And while you're busy feeling important, they're quietly extracting every piece of valuable information you possess. Your empathy becomes their weapon. Every secret you share to help them, every moment of support you provide, becomes ammunition in their hands. What feels like connection is actually a strategic loss of power. The power shift. When you seek recognition, relaxation, or connection, remember, your words are currency in the intelligence economy. They are either strengthening your position or providing tools for others to exploit you. Victory, honesty under alcohol, and compassion can all be traps if spoken without strategy. The lesson for you. Celebrate privately. Let your success speak silently. Drink strategically or not at all. Protect your mental clarity. Help others, but never at the expense of exposing your vulnerabilities. In the next part, we'll explore how gossip, authority, and competence traps operate, how your mouth can betray you when social dynamics and power structures come into play. Humans live in social webs, and every word you speak creates ripples. Even when you think you're safe, your mouth can betray you in the most unexpected ways. The gossip economy. Every social group operates on information currency. Secrets, opinions, confidences, they all have value. When you gossip, even casually, you're trading intelligence. The most dangerous part isn't what you say about others. It's what your words reveal about you. Every piece of gossip proves one thing, that you cannot be trusted. Every confidence you break advertises your unreliability. The intelligence brokers in your life, friends, colleagues, acquaintances, collect your secrets silently while you're busy thinking you're bonding. Machiavelli's warning is clear. While you focus on what should be, others exploit what actually is. The authority trap. Now, consider the workplace or any power structure. When authority challenges you, your instincts scream to defend yourself, to justify, to argue. But here lies the trap. Every word of justification is evidence of your weakness. Authorities don't seek fairness. They test your ability to remain composed under pressure. Your moral outrage, your insistence on proving your point, doesn't earn respect. It confirms their assessment of your limitations. Smart people respond strategically. They accept criticism, stay silent when appropriate, and demonstrate value through results, not words. The competence theater. Even without gossip or authority challenges, our own insecurities betray us. The fear of appearing weak drives us to overcompensate with words. You name drop, over-explain, interrupt, or constantly perform confidence. This is known as competence theater. But here's the cruel irony. Overcompensation proves incompetence. Every attempt to appear capable through words makes you predictable, manipulable, and exposed. Machiavelli reminds us, never was anything great achieved without danger. The danger isn't in failing. It's in revealing your weaknesses through desperate performance. The lesson for you. Speak sparingly in social circles. Observe more than you share. Respond to authority with strategic silence and measurable results. Let your work demonstrate competence. Stop performing it through words. In the next part, we'll explore how betrayal, revenge, and unkept promises can destroy you, and how to defend your reputation when your own mouth is the battlefield. Words aren't just harmless expressions, they are weapons in the wrong hands. And the most dangerous hands? Sometimes they are your own. The revenge revelation. When a relationship ends, whether personal, professional, or social, you often hold nuclear intelligence about the other person, their fears, weaknesses, and secrets. The temptation is strong. Reveal these secrets, get revenge, feel justified. But here's the trap. Revenge through revelation is self-destruction. Every secret you expose doesn't just harm them. It advertises your lack of discretion to future partners, colleagues, or allies. Your credibility becomes worthless. Machiavelli reminds us, maintain your reputation for discretion while finding other ways to settle scores. The power of silence is unmatched. Professional power players handle betrayal strategically. They preserve secrets as leverage, using actions rather than words to secure justice. Revenge spoken aloud is temporary satisfaction, but permanent damage. The promise prison. Next, consider promises. When facing pressure or expectation, your mouth often writes checks your reality can't cash. You promise change, results, loyalty, or solutions without immediate capability. Here's the danger. Every unfulfilled promise becomes evidence of your unreliability. Every broken commitment erodes trust. Promises cost nothing upfront, but compound interest and regret. Strategic operators avoid this trap. They underpromise and overdeliver, building credibility through actions, not empty words. The lesson for you. Silence is a weapon. Use it when emotions scream for revenge. Preserve secrets. Don't trade them for temporary satisfaction. Make promises only when you can deliver. Let action, not words, define you. In the next part, we'll explore the subtle dangers of anger, intoxication, and emotional pressure. How your mouth betrays you in moments when self-control is weakest. Your words are far more powerful than you realize. Every syllable can either protect you or destroy you. And the moments when your mouth betrays you are often the moments when your mind is most vulnerable. The rage revelation. Anger is the enemy you don't see coming. Think about it. How many times have you said something in a moment of fury, immediately regretted it, but it was too late? That insult, that reveal, that confession, they linger. And someone, somewhere, is recording, remembering, or plotting based on that moment. Imagine this. You're in a meeting, someone pushes your buttons, and in a burst of frustration, you reveal your hidden fears, your weaknesses, or confidential strategies. In that instant, you've handed your rivals a blueprint of your vulnerabilities. Your anger has become a weapon in their hands, and you are the victim of your own voice. The masters of power, think Machiavelli's students of strategy, know that the most dangerous battlefield is your own mind. They feel anger, but they never show it. They process it privately, they calculate their response, and they speak only when words serve their purpose. The liquid confession. Alcohol doesn't create new thoughts, it removes the guardrails. 1 drink can make you laugh, 2 drinks can make you overshare, and by 3, you might be spilling secrets that were supposed to stay hidden forever. Picture a casual evening with friends. You feel relaxed, safe. Someone asks an innocent question. Remember that time? And without thinking, you start revealing strategies, weaknesses, or personal dilemmas. You might be laughing, thinking it's harmless, but someone in the room is collecting every detail. Every joke becomes evidence. Every confession is intelligence. Professional manipulators know this. They engineer comfort and lower inhibitions, creating a situation where your mouth betrays you without a fight. The temporary pleasure of sharing secrets turns into permanent consequences, whether in business, relationships, or reputation. The breaking point. Pressure doesn't reveal your strength. It reveals what you don't control. Imagine the deadlines stacking up, the expectations piling, the stress overwhelming every thought. That's when your words betray you. You tell a colleague too much about your work struggles. You admit to a friend that you're struggling financially. You vent to family about your deepest fears. Every word, meant to relieve stress, is a window into your weaknesses for anyone paying attention. In the world of power, this is the ultimate trap. Your vulnerability, expressed at the wrong time, becomes exploitable intelligence. Smart people don't collapse under pressure. They use it as a testing ground. They respond, they adapt, and they turn what would break others into a tactical advantage. Remember Machiavelli. It is better to be feared than loved if you cannot be both. When you break under pressure, you inspire neither fear nor respect. You inspire contempt. The weak reveal themselves. The strategic stay silent, observe, and strike only when the timing is in their favor. Connecting the dots. Anger, intoxication, and stress are not random dangers. They are predictable moments when your mouth betrays you. The difference between a victim and a victor isn't luck. It's awareness. It's knowing that every emotional surge, every casual drink, every stressful moment is an opportunity for others to use your own words against you. The lesson is clear. Guard your mouth as you would a treasure. Your words are not just fleeting sounds. They are weapons or shields. And the moments when you least realize it are when the danger is greatest. By now, you've seen how easily your own mouth can betray you. Rage, intoxication, stress, they all make you vulnerable. But the battlefield doesn't end there. The most dangerous moments are the ones where your empathy, curiosity, and desire to prove yourself are exploited. This is where the true manipulators thrive, and where your destiny is decided. The sympathy trap. Humans are wired for connection. When someone appears vulnerable, your instinct is to help, console, and support. But manipulators know this instinct is a weapon. They perform vulnerability, craft stories of struggle, and pull at your empathy. While you feel powerful for helping, they are quietly extracting intelligence, your secrets, weaknesses, and strategies. Every word you share in this moment becomes currency in their hands. Every private confidence, every hint of insecurity, is recorded mentally and used strategically against you. True masters of power help others without revealing anything about themselves. They show compassion but never give away leverage. Drop this affirmation in the comments. I help without revealing. My compassion is my strength, not my weakness. The gossip economy. Every social group operates on information currency. Secrets flow, opinions are exchanged, and every broken confidence has a cost. When you participate in gossip, you aren't bonding, you're paying with intelligence. Imagine a casual conversation at work. You vent about a colleague or reveal a small secret about a project. Someone listening isn't just curious. They are mapping your vulnerabilities. They see what you reveal, what you prioritize, and what buttons can manipulate you. Every careless word is recorded as evidence. Every insight you share is stored for future advantage. Masters of influence collect. They never distribute unnecessarily. They observe, they analyze, and they remain silent until the right moment to act. Authority and the art of silence. Power doesn't operate on fairness. It operates on control. Authority figures test, challenge, and push boundaries. Your instinct is to defend yourself, prove your worth, and argue for justice. But the truth is simple. Every word you use to justify yourself can be used against you. Masters know that submission in the moment can be far more powerful than confrontation. They respond strategically, excel quietly, and let results speak louder than arguments. Today's criticism becomes tomorrow's opportunity, if handled correctly. The revenge, revelation, and competence theater. Betrayal is a double-edged sword. You may know your adversary's secrets and think exposing them is justice, but doing so destroys your credibility forever. Every future partner, ally, or employer sees your willingness to betray confidence. Revenge through words is a trap that destroys you more than your target. Similarly, overcompensation, desperate attempts to prove competence, exposes weakness. Name-dropping, over-explaining, or interrupting to assert authority only reveals insecurity. True expertise, true power, doesn't need constant explanation. It demonstrates itself through action. The promise prison. And finally, the danger of promises. Every word you commit to a future you cannot deliver is a trap for your credibility. They may solve temporary problems, but each unfulfilled promise compounds into a permanent debt on your reputation. Smart operators underpromise and overdeliver, building trust through results, not words. The ultimate lesson. Your mouth can either be your greatest weapon or your ultimate downfall. Every emotional outburst, every casual confession, every attempt to impress, every misguided promise is a trap waiting to be sprung. The difference between victims and victors isn't intelligence or luck. It's strategic control over speech. The most successful people throughout history weren't the loudest. They were the most deliberate, the most calculated, the ones who mastered the art of silence. Your words will either build empires or hand the tools of your destruction to others. The choice is yours. Will you continue to let your mouth betray you, or will you become a master of strategic communication, controlling when and how you speak, protecting your power, and shaping your destiny? Drop this affirmation in the comments if you're ready to take control. I speak with power and silence with purpose. My words create my destiny. Remember, in a world where everything is observed, recorded, and weaponized, the person who masters their mouth truly masters their life. The choice is yours, and your future depends on it.